What's up, guys? I am Michael Bishop, a student in EDM 310 at the University of South Alabama. Today I'm going to walk you through some basic functions on the smartboard so that when you get in your classrooms, you'll be able to properly use one of these. As you can see, our smartboard is actually already turned on. What I'm going to do though is if you come down here to this control panel, underneath the smartboard you'll see a power button. You simply press that. Your screen will power on. Alright, and another important thing to do with this screen before you really use it is just like on your phone, it has to be calibrated occasionally. Now if you look down here on the tray that's holding your pens and erasers, you'll see a mouse button and a keyboard button. If I press both of them at the same time, I get my calibration screen. It gives you the directions in the middle. Press the center of the target and release. That's what we're going to do. Just come through. You'll do this 9 times and you'll hear the click when you're doing it right. It means that you are pressing somewhere in the center. Alright, now once you're done, that automatically goes back to your home screen. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and open up my smart notebook over here. Opens up for me. As you can see, we now have the smart book open. It's not exactly like Word. It's kind of a mixture of a couple of different things that you would typically see. So what I'm going to do is, the first way to write is with a pen that's included down here on this tray. These are all electronic. As you can see, green light came on as soon as I picked the pen up. And I'm just going to write my name, Bishop. That's what everyone calls me. And I'm going to underline it. Alright, put the pen back in the tray. When I put the pen back in the tray, you can see that the selection box goes back to the arrow so that I can select my name. And I have multiple options here. Alright, you can also go ahead and select pen, and you can write with your finger if you choose. It's not as clean as with the pen. The next way to use text is to come up here to this A, select it, and select text type. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to drag that box open on my screen like that. Now down here where you did the calibration earlier, there's that keyboard key. You're going to press it, your keyboard's going to pop up. I'm going to go ahead and select. I'm just going to write my name again. When I'm done, exit out. Boom, I have my name. I can make it big, drag it underneath. Pretty cool. Now those are your 2 ways to use text on the smartboard, with the pen and with your built-in keyboard. Now I'm going to go ahead up here, click Add New. It gives me a blank page. Let's go ahead and drag a picture over here. When I click this picture frame, it gives me multiple options. I'm going to go down here. Let's see what we have. We got a sandwich. It's lunchtime. Let's go ahead and drag this sandwich over here. Now we can do things with this. We can make it bigger. We can rotate it. We can rotate it 360 degrees if we want. We can rotate it backwards. Alright. Let's go ahead and click it and drag it up here in the middle. Alright, now you can go up here and there's a multiple options. You can select clone, which will clone it once for you. You can select flip, which will let you flip it left or right, up and down. What we're going to do is we're going to infinite clone it. You come down here and click infinite cloner. Now it doesn't look like it did anything. What you can do though is click the sandwich and just drag it and drop it as many times as you want. That's a lot of sandwiches. Alright, say I want to get rid of all of them except for the original. What I can do is come up here and click. It's going to give me this blue box. I'm going to drag this blue box over all of the pictures. And it highlights all of them except for the original, as you can see. I'm going to click the arrow. I'm going to come down here and click delete. Well, it didn't highlight all of them, but almost. There we go. That's all of them now. Now I just have the original. Now another cool little thing I can do is I can actually hide text behind this. I'm going to grab my green pen again. As you can see, when I put the pen down, it goes from arrow to pen. It's pretty cool. I'm going to write the word sandwich. Alright. Put my pen back. Alright, now I can click the word. I can make it smaller, which I'm going to do. And then I'm going to go up here to my arrow, and I'm going to click the arrow, and it's going to bring down order. I'm going to click order. Now it only gives me 2 of the 4 options, send it back or send backwards. I'm going to select send it back. Now it hasn't done anything yet, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to select sandwich and drag it and drop behind the actual picture of the sandwich. Pretty cool. Now say I want to see that word again. What I can do is click the picture. First let's turn off infinite cloner and click the picture. Go down here to properties. Alright, and as you can see it opens up this neat box over here. And click Object Animation and Type. Now it gives you a couple options for type. I'm going to use Fade Out. And I'm going to select my speed as slow, and when it's clicked with no repeats. Now as you can see, when I click it, sandwich picture fades out and the word sandwich is actually written behind it. Pretty neat. If I do say so myself, you can use this for all sorts of games with your children in the classroom. We're going to go ahead and get a blank screen. Come back over here and click the picture frame again. Now to minimize this, I'm just going to click pictures and it gives me back to my main 4 options. I'm going to select interactive and multimedia. Pretty cool things you can do here. I like math, so I'm going to select this algebraic fractions and drag and drop it and double click. Alright, and this thing will actually walk you through with voice as you can hear. And I can stop it. I can play it again.
An algebraic fraction.
All from this menu. Now let's go ahead, we're going to get rid of this. Enough math for today. Delete it. Let's hear some music. All right, come over here. And I can drag my acoustic. And I can go down here and click my arrow, go to Infinite Cloner again. You can do this with multimedia. Alright, now I have 5 guitars. Click the little speaker. And it will actually play it even on the clones. Pretty cool. Alright, now let's go ahead and get rid of these. Click down here and click delete. Alright, now to turn off Infinite Cloner, I'm going to come up here and click this little infinity sign. Just unclick it. Alright, now Infinite Cloner is gone. Let's go ahead and start a new blank page. Alright, the final thing is how to get internet screenshots here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come down to my start menu and select it. I'm going to click Internet Explorer. This is going to open up our College of Education website here at South Alabama. I'm going to select my little green pen. As you can see, when I selected it, this border pops up. This border and this little pin right here tells me that I'm good to write on the screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and circle current students. And I'm going to underline College of Education. Now say I want to get rid of that. I'm going to go ahead and grab my eraser up. The eraser overrides this pin being out. And I'm just going to erase it. And it's gone. I put my eraser back in. And it's back to my pen. Let's go ahead and circle current students one more time. Alright, now if I come over here in this corner, you can see in the corner of the smartboard, a clear button, a camera button, and an exit button. If I click clear, all the marks I've made are going to go away. If I click camera, you hear it take a picture. That basically means it's saved to my smartboard. Now let's go ahead and exit out. Alright, and here, back on the smartboard, you see the final website camera shot, just like on your screen if you were on your computer if you were to do a print screen. Alright, let's go ahead and delete this. Alright. Well, that's all. I do hope that you learned something from my presentation. Once again, I am Michael Bishop, a student in EDM 310 at the University of South Alabama.